Yo, what's going on, guys? Fade here, and I'm bringing you some Destiny 2 beta early access gameplay. Hey guys, I'm gonna chime in here for a second. This is as I'm editing this, I just wanted to say that I am not a professional commentator. I am extremely sorry for just all my ramblings. It might not make sense at times. Maybe it will make sense to you, but again, I'm not a professional at this, so I am sorry from the bottom of my heart. I am not a good commentator. If you want to see a good commentator, go over to the Navin's channel. I'll leave him in the description. I also talk about him later in the video, so I will see you guys at the end of the video. I sadly did not get any footage of the farm or the new social space, that is, of the, like, where you'll go to. It's kind of the new thing for to replace the tower. And I did not get any footage of that because sadly I was not home at that time, and it opened on Sunday of the 23rd at 12 for only an hour. So a lot of people actually did not be able to get into it, and I didn't as well. But I'm here to give you my overall feel of what the game is going to be, and I honestly, true-heartedly think that this game is going to be pretty good. If I find, like, most of the similarities in this game are towards Destiny 1, being the gold gun and Nova bomb and the Titan's slam and a bunch of other stuff, but they added quite a few twists on it, kind of like the Archstrider that you guys saw me walk through, which was a little bit more different in the fact that first of all you have a staff, and also the mobility of it isn't as much as it was with the Blade Dancer, but it actually allows you to kill a lot more area of effect, and it also, I think, lasts a lot longer, and you are able to last a lot longer in there because you're so much more powerful. And what you can see me right now doing is running through the first mission that you spawn into. And that's another thing, is I feel like some of the exotics in this game will be coming back, because if you can see Cade 6 right now, he's holding the Ace of Spades from Year 1, which is the original exotic weapon for the hunters. And on the other guy's back, the Crucible Master, or whatever you want to call him, is he's holding the Razelighter exotic sword from Destiny as well, which I feel like they might bring back, but if they don't, I'm going to be extremely disappointed, or maybe they'll have an alternative. But I really want to see those swords make a comeback. The Dark Drinker, Boltcaster, Razelighter, I want to see all those come back, because it'd be a lot better if they did. You could see me moving up and grabbing the new exotic Sunshot weapon for the Hunter. In this gun, in all honesty, it's a decent hand cannon, but it's I don't know. It's very weird. It's a very hit and miss with this gun for me, because I didn't really use it too much. I mainly used it for the missions, and I'm just gonna speed this up right here because of just so I can show you a couple, like, the pathways through this map, just so I can show you a little bit more without taking too much time. And I like the system as well that they have going on with this, where you can actually where you have the primary weapon and you have a secondary weapon, and you can even have it as like a scout rifle, an auto rifle as your second or your primary, but then you can have a heavy as well, which is like the original rocket launchers and everything else. And I like that, because you can have two automatics, basically, two auto rifles as your primary and your secondary. I like the way that they changed that up in this game rather than the last game where it was this and that. As you can see, I'm running through the tower of the old tower's hangar right now, and I really like the detail that they added to this. That's one of my favorite things probably in this entire game, is all the detail that they've re-added, especially the burns on the characters, where instead of when you shoot the characters, they have, like, oh, you actually have to shoot them to figure it out, like, what their burn they are, rather their arc, void, solar, whatever. In this game, they have that giant shield around them, which clearly shows which burn they are, and I love that so much, because it makes so much stuff a lot easier. And there's the Traveler, and that's another thing I'm going to get into, because I keep the cutscene in this so you guys can see it after we do this mission. And this is obviously the huge broken down tower that you can see, and I just can't get over how much I love all the detail that they've added into this, especially with the tower and like all the ruggedness and everything of it, and bringing back old stuff that year one players will know, that original Destiny players, I guess, the Destiny 1 players will get, and the people that are coming into the game probably won't know. And here's your first look at the Arc Strider. And as you can, like I said, it has a little bit less mobility like that. It doesn't push you as further as Blade Dancer would, but it does clear out a good area effect. And the best part about this mission is after you finish this, you get to see the greatest thing of all time, Sweeper Bot. I love that they added this in, because it's Sweeper Bot. I love Sweeper Bot. It's so awesome. And then we're moving into the Tower North, which is where the speaker would be. And she just cleared those out, and I didn't realize that was going to happen. I just threw a grenade and got amazed. And I'm also love that we're seeing a lot of characters from year one come back. Like, we're seeing Arcora, we're seeing Cade 6, we're seeing Zavala, Amanda Holiday, which she says right here. Right there, he says that we're sending Amanda Holiday to pick you up. And it's going to be amazing. I just want to see what kind of new characters they're going to add in, such as, like, I want to see if they're going to add Xur back. If they bring Xur back, I just kind of want to see how they're going to do it. Or even if they bring Xur back. I don't know if they will, but if they do, I want to see if it's going to be a new character, or if it's going to be, he's got a new story behind him, or something like that. And something in this game, there's something in this game that allows there to be more story, rather than in Destiny 1, where there wasn't as much story as a lot of people wanted there to be, or a lot of people liked. And I want to see, mainly in this game, what I want to see is more story. I want to see more story in this game. I want to be captivated by a story, rather than just kind of see what's going on, see, oh, hey, this is happening, oh, now Taken enemies are coming, and the Taken are going against these guys, and then there's Oryx. I want there to be more story, and more clearly, where instead of me having to see a couple bits and pieces of a story and put it together myself, I want to see, well, not put together myself, I mean, try to fill in the blanks that aren't there, things that are kind of on speculation rather than actual canon. And I want to see stories that are there, they're in front of me, I see what they're trying to go for, and I love what they're doing. Instead of the, oh, there's Oryx, and I'm pretty sure Oryx is trying to take over this, and we're trying to take down Oryx because he has the Taken people coming in, but where did Oryx come from, and like all this other stuff. I also want to see Eris Morn come back. I don't know if she's there. I don't actually even know if she's here. I saw some of the cutscenes and everything, but I don't know if Eris Morn is coming back. If you do know, you should let me know, because I don't know. And you can see me running through the secondary. This is the second part of the mission, where after you get done with the tower, you get flown by Amanda Holiday to here into the actual base where these guys are. And right here, I skip to the next cutscene. This cutscene, I'm going to let play.
How do we come back from this?
You don't. Welcome to a world without light.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Do not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to reacquaint you. never deserve the power you were given. I am gold, and your light is mine.
It's honestly going to be amazing with this story. I feel like the story is going to be extremely good, and I have really high hopes for the story because I know Bungie knows that all of us within the Destiny community wanted a story within the first Destiny, but they never really brought it to us throughout the DLCs. They just kind of went, oh, here's the first Destiny, Destiny's out, we have a bit of a story. And then they started bringing in the new DLCs, the House of Wolves, and all these other DLCs, like the Taken King. And they started adding stuff that really didn't matter too much to the story. And it just kind of threw everything off of the actual track that it was going. And it just went completely out of whack, and no one knew 100% what the story was. And there was very lack of story. There was close, almost to none of the story. So, in this one, I feel like there's going to be a good one with Ghoul? Gary? I don't know. I'm going to call him Gary, but because that's what Cade 6 calls him, so I'm going to call him Gary. And that's what I'm going to be calling him throughout Destiny 2. And, we're trying to, I guess, get our light back because he's taken over the Traveler, which makes us so we lose our light. And, if we lose our light, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be able to use our supers, which I don't know 100% how we're going to be able to do the rest of the missions without our light, but I guess we'll figure that out in the rest of the story. And also where we lose our ghost, I feel like we are going to be probably going to find him. We're not going to have a ghost for a little while, and we're going to basically kind of go back to mission 1 of Destiny 1. Instead of the ghost finding us and saving us, we're going to go out and save the ghost and save him rather than him saving us. So that's going to be a kind of cool kind of thing to do, if that is the road they went. If they didn't, I'm going to be extremely sad because I feel like that would have been a really good way to go. And here is a look at the the inverted spire strike, and I'm doing this with a couple of my friends, and the friends are named your boy Frag and McTavish, and they're some good guys. I'm gonna see if they have any social medias or anything, because I 100% don't know, but if they do, I'm gonna put it in the description. So you can see us go through the first fight. It's just very simple. He's gonna teleport, he spawns some harpies, and then you get dropped down. And then you're going to drop down here where he's going to slam on the ground every time you do enough a certain amount of damage. And then those are going to pop up on the floor, the fire type of deal. And it's going to damage you if you are on the floor. So you either have to jump in the air, get on one of these pillars, or you have to step onto the part that isn't on fire. I'm pretty sure it goes from top to bottom. And that's how you avoid that damage. There's 3 levels to the mission where you do the first level, second level, and then bottom level. And then right here I put this in because this was an amazing save. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. We did finish the mission first try, and it was only because of my friend saving the day, which was your boy Frag, and then McTavish saving the day at the end, because your boy Frag comes over here and picks me up. Guy stomps down and sends us away. I call in my super to land on the actual thing because I would have died if I landed in the white. And as you also could see, the supers allow you to live so much longer. I could take so much more damage than I did before, and it's amazing. And then I unfortunately died, but then we get the revive on McTavish somehow on the countdown, which was amazing. He comes, picks me up, I pick up your boy Frag, and then we finally do take him out. But this entire strike I do enjoy a lot because it actually has more fighting mechanics. It has a lot of like mechanics where you're gonna have to talk to your team, and also staying alive is one of the biggest ones, and it's actually a pretty tough strike. And if this is what all the strikes are gonna look like and even harder, I am going to absolutely love this game. And then we're going to get into the Crucible section, where I'm going to show you a little bit of my loadout that I use for Crucible. And I use the Nightshade Pulse Rifle with the kill clip, which is killing someone allows you to gain extra damage. I use the Minute 42 with opening shot, and that's basically about it. Other than that, I use the default stuff. My heavy is going to be the Tarantula 3FR, if that's how you say it. I don't 100% know. With Snapshot, which is a faster time of aiming down your sights. Projection Fuse, which is the increase in range. Corkscrew Rifling, which increases your stability and range and your handling speed. And it's an extremely good rifle. It's a sniper rifle basically, but it's kind of like the Queensbreaker's bow in Destiny 1, where it has the pulse action rather than just a regular sniper shot. Now, Crucible wise, the Crucible seems a lot of the same type of mechanics, and it's a very good, like, as you can see in this game, you start off with your spawn flag rather than having to cap your spawn flag and then that's it. You actually already have your spawn flag capped. So that the action immediately commences rather than having to delay the action. You immediately go into action, just straight fighting for the B flag right away. Now, my thoughts on the weapon rolls in this game are slightly varied, because I can see the pros and cons of the random rolls not coming back, and it's because if they have random rolls, then it's going to make the game a lot more fun and skill-based, kind of, because then you have a random chance. It's a random roll. It's going to be, are you going to get a good roll on this weapon, or are you not going to get a good weapon? You're going to go against someone that has a better roll than you. Meanwhile, you're going to go against someone that has a worse roll than you. So it's going to be kind of a 50-50 if type of deal. So it's really weird, but the good side is that it's going to be basically almost even. If you have a hand cannon, you're going to go against someone else that has the same roll hand cannon as you. So it's going to come down to pure skill and pure aim and how many shots you can get off on him before he kills you. And also, as you can see, I really carried my team. We did lose this game, and I tried as hard as I could, and I carried my team as far as I could, with me going 14 kills and 1 advantage play, and the rest of my team having under 10 kills. They were random guys. I did not have a 3-man. I did at one point the other night with some of my friends, Navin and his IRL friend. I'll put Navin in the description. And we did extremely well, but sadly I did not have them at this point of me recording this footage, and I kind of regret that, because we did extremely well and Navin and his friend did extremely well as well. But guys, that's basically my opinions on this game. That the game is going to be, I think is going to be extremely good. I think it's going to have extreme success within the community. I think it's going to have a better story than we had in Destiny 1, and if it doesn't have a better story, it might add on to Destiny 1. And I'm extremely happy and extremely excited to see what kind of raids we're going to get, or even the first raid that we're going to get, all the missions, all the strikes, and I'm just so excited to see all this, especially all the exotics as well, because a lot of the exotics they might have brought back, or they may bring back, but a lot of them they're going to have to make new, and I'm so excited to see a lot of the stuff that they're going to be coming up with. I have a lot of faith in Bungie and what they do. Some things they do wrong, but a lot of things they actually hit right on the nail. So I'm excited for this year of this game, of Destiny 2. I'm extremely excited to also see Call of Duty World at Wars 2, which is going to be an amazing game, I'm guessing. I'm not going to go in over my head and say it's going to be the greatest game of all time, but it will, I'm pretty sure, be a really good game, because it's going back to boots on the ground with... Then it's also going to have the Nazi zombies, which is going to be amazing. Please don't demonetize me for saying Nazi. And it's going to be an amazing game. I think this is going to be an amazing year for both of these games. And the attention that these two games are going to get are going to be some of the best within this year. And those are my opinions. If you have any questions for me, or if you have any of your opinions on this game, leave them down in the comments below, and I will see you guys later.